All right. Has it started? Go live. All right. Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, let me turn off my heater. Thank you for coming back. So, yeah, this is just weird. This is just weird. Okay. No, that's not what we want. You guys, oh my God, what is going on? I'm just having technical issues like a mofo. I'm just saying. The app that I use totally changed their format, and I'm confused. Let me just forget about it, okay? So, good morning. Good morning. I know we're not all in that morning space. Some of us are well into our day or maybe even our night. Totally forgot to take off my other knee brace. So, body's falling apart. All right, let me just get myself back on track with what I'm supposed to be doing. Hair's all crazy. So right now we're going to be doing a ClairTarot reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for your cross watchers. Cancer, I asked your collective energy what this reading is going to be about. And I'm getting that, excuse me, that you're beginning to accept whatever circumstance you're in, and that acceptance is going to lead to your healing. I don't know what the circumstance is, but it seems to be something very intense, a very life-altering type of circumstance. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and start pulling cards for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you're watching me on Facebook, I'm live on both Facebook and YouTube simultaneously. If you're watching me on Facebook and you'd like me to see your comment, please join me on YouTube. The link is somewhere on the screen. I don't know what the heck my app is doing. I can't figure it out. I don't know what to do. So that's my own bad for clicking things that I didn't understand before I clicked it. I just started clicking shit. All right. All right, Cancer. Oh, I'm starting to get a really intense energy. Mm. Mm-hmm. All right. All right. So, Cancer, the feeling that I get is, man, this is not going to resonate with everyone. It's a general reading of the Cancer energy. But what I'm getting, Cancer, God, that general collective energy, y'all are stubborn as a mofo. I did not realize this about Cancer. Well, quite a few of my kids are Cancer. I don't know why I didn't realize this. They're stubborn. I'm being told the more we talk about the issue, the more you're going to want to deny what the issue is just to prove something. Y'all ain't got to prove nothing to me. You know, you don't got to prove anything to me. I don't even know who is who, what's going on. This is just a message from your higher self. You don't have to prove anything to me. In fact, you don't even have to agree with what I'm reading. You could totally be like, you're full of caca. I don't want to listen to you. And that's okay. I just don't want you to become combative with the message and fail to recognize that this message, for those that this will resonate with, this is from your higher self. This is not me trying to criticize or judge you or condemn you. I'm just delivering a message. I got Cancer in my chart too. It's a pretty significant placement. So this message probably applies to me as well. All right. So kind of just wanted to put that out there. Okay. Let's finish pulling cards. Oh, no, we're not doing no I chain. That got a little too real last time. Little too real. All right. We're almost done pulling cards. So I'm going to be reading the cards all at once. That's why I'm pulling all the cards all at once. All right. Now I'm ready. So Cancer, here goes. Card number 8. Be the hunter, not the hunted. This is about you allowing yourself to begin receiving the kind of love and support that you give other people. Cancer, I know that when you love so completely and wholeheartedly, and it doesn't really matter what the person you love is doing. You're just going to love no matter what. No matter how painful it is, you're going to love and accommodate. And, it's a little bit overdue for you to begin loving yourself in that way. Okay? You have to begin loving yourself in that way. And it's not necessarily that Cancer doesn't love itself. It's more of Cancer, true to crab form. You have this thick shell and you keep everything kind of inside. And, you got to let yourself feel, receive. Okay. The feelings are you receiving information from your higher self. It's hard for a Cancer to feel something that's contradictory to what they want to do. And Cancer has a very hard time not continuing to love people, even though it's hurting them, even though it's to their detriment. And now it's like your higher self is asking you to give yourself permission to move forward from that cycle, to just allow yourself to blossom and expand and not be so limited in your ability to receive guidance, feeling, love and support. I notice this about my children who are Cancers. They have a tendency to just want to give and not allow themselves to receive. One of my kids I was like, look, buddy, you're going to need to let me do this for you because it really is hurting my heart at this point that you keep saying, no, I don't need that. I don't need this. I don't want that. I don't want this. When I know you do. Let me do this for you, for me. I need to feel better. And then that's when they were like, oh, okay, sure, that's fine. So the Sun, you are your own light. Cancer, I know that many Cancers, many people, period, at this point, we are experiencing a lot of very difficult life circumstance, regardless of what amount of money you make. I really don't care. Many of us are experiencing really difficult life circumstance, whether it be losing a loved one due to their physiological transition back into energy, losing a loved one because they've moved on from the relationship or moved out because I don't know, we're experiencing a lot of really huge shifts. Many of us, okay? Relationships are shifting, they're changing. And sometimes when this happens, we tend to feel as though we are surrounded by darkness, and it makes us enter a very dark phase of our mental processing. 88% at 714, 8884. Ooh, 26 and 4, 8 and 4 again. I'm just saying. It's the reunification of all your parts. You're needing to allow your energy, what you put out there, to come back to you so that you can begin to glow from the inside out. Okay? This is your glow up. Is that what they call it? I'm trying to be hip. I don't know what the hell. I'm not into pop culture. If it's not the glow up, just Let me allow myself to think that it is. Okay. This is your glow up. Just let me have my moment. Okay. I thought I was hip. Anyways, card number 23, the gift. You are a gift unto yourself. You're not just a gift for other people. You have to stop thinking that you have to keep giving, 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 or the people that you love aren't going to love you. The people that you love who need to continue to receive in order to continue to love you are full of shit. Hi, Daddy. He just scared me. I shouldn't have said that. Thank you. Oh, yes. I'm just saying. Card number 23, the gift. You're a gift. You're not just a gift to other people. You're also a gift to yourself. Allow yourself to receive the very things that make being grounded in this experience, this life, an enjoyable one for you. Okay? Pamper yourself. Take care of yourself. Make sure that you are included on that list of people that you want to spoil and love on. So let's see. Oh, here comes my Asian deck. We be telling truths. All right. 9 of Cups. This is about success, advantage, well-being, abundance, good health, and difficulties surmounted. So it's in full alignment with that message that I received at the very beginning, where you accepting, allowing yourself to receive help, accepting that this is a circumstance that can't be fixed, a relationship, a living, whatever it is. We all are experiencing different things, but very similar life lessons. The details are a little bit different. The lesson is the same though. Okay. You're going to get through this. You're absolutely going to get through this. Failure is not an option. Okay. Failure actually isn't even real. It's an illusion. Failure is nothing but a stepping stone in your path that helps you to reach higher levels. It gets you to a point where you can access that bridge that gets you over that hump. Okay. So just keep going, keep allowing yourself to heal. Keep allowing yourself to become inspired. Even the bees with their stingers can inspire you. They can be used as a part of your growth. Notice the blossoms in her hair. Her hair is her personal power. All right. Your personal power is in a phase of blossoming. You need the bees to continue your cycle. So here's the thing. Some people will come into your life. Actually, everyone that comes into your life is a bee. They're going to be a part of your cycle of growth. Okay. Some bees will do nothing but produce honey for you. They will help you with your growth, as well as provide you with honey, sweet moments, sweet memories, sweet interactions, things that make you smile. While some bees, some people, Pedro. Pedro said, bees nuts. You've been hanging around me too much, Pedro. Anyway, some bees will sting you, okay? Now, here's the beautiful thing about the bees of our life. Recognize bees can only sting you once, okay? Stop allowing them to sting you more than once. Bees can only sting you once. Don't allow yourself to believe that one of the bees in your life is actually a hornet and has the ability to continue stinging you over and over and over. Fuck that shit. Get your head out your ass, Cancer. I'm talking to myself too. People should only be allowed to sting you once. That's my firm mommy voice. People should only be allowed to sting you one time. Learn your lesson and move on. Let them go about their merry way. Okay? Only one time. This whole martyr thing, I'm talking to myself too. This whole martyr thing needs to stop. It needs to stop. No more. Stop giving and overgiving and repeatedly overgiving to something that is not helping you to get to the next step in your growth. You have to accept some people will sting, and that's fine. Let them sting you, learn your lesson, don't go back there. Now, see what I'm saying? Card number 34, illusion. If you think that someone who has stung you one time will not sting you again, that's an illusion. Stop lying to yourself. If you're capable of intentionally hurting me the first time, you're capable of doing it a second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, as many freaking times as I allow you to continue to do it. And this is a lesson I have personally learned over and over and over again. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I've been learning this lesson too. I'm part of the Cancer crew. I'm just saying. I'm not above that illusion bullshit that I believe in. Okay? Because sometimes what I end up doing, I know these people gonna fuck me over, and then I'm like, don't feel like that, girl. Let them prove you wrong. Motherfuckers never prove me wrong is the problem. They just never prove me wrong. I'm like, you had so many opportunities to prove me wrong. Why the fuck do you keep trying to prove me right? Because that's who they are, is why. All right? That's who they are. Stop trying to believe there's something else. Believe what they show you they are. Believe that. Their behavior shows you exactly who they are. Exactly who they are. So, card number 48, Butterfly Garden. You're going to be experiencing growth within the crown space. You are activating. Your higher levels of consciousness are coming down and activating. Allow yourself to grow. Recognize your growth. This is a beautiful, beautiful time in your journey. Stop fixating on the things that have made you cry. I'm not saying don't cry. I'm saying stop fixating on that. Allow yourself to cry and then move forward. All right. Sometimes the crying is necessary to release the amount of disappointment that we have. And what's really, really important, Cancer, is that we recognize where that disappointment is rooted. You fucking knew these people were shady. Okay, Cancer. You knew these people were shady. You saw their track record. So who betrayed who? Who failed who? Who lied to who? If you already knew these things and you still continued, you did it to yourself. And I'm talking to myself too. This was one thing that has really helped me to continue growing instead of becoming a bitter Betty. Seriously. See, Jennifer says, I don't know how you do it on the social platform. You have bees nuts. Oh my God. Well, bees nuts be telling me, girl, you did this shit to yourself. Ain't nobody hurt you. They showed you exactly who they were before you let them in. And you were like, oh, let's just paint you. Let's put makeup on you. Let's use some of that fucking tape. That like lifts shit. We'll use that tape. We'll make you something that you aren't. We'll get you all nice and gilded and just shimmery and shit. And then, no matter how much you try and polish a turd, it's still a turd. Okay. No matter how much you polish a turd, it's still a turd. And if you choose to see it as something else, that's fine. It's on you, but it's on you. You're the one that's going to suffer all of that. So, well, hello. What does this mean? All right. 8 of Coins, apprenticeship, craftsmanship, quickness to learn, modesty, handiwork, personal effort. So, Cancer, it's seeming like you are now doing the hard work. Okay. There was a period where you might have tried to, take the easy way and you like, no, that shit didn't work out. It didn't work out. They put your ass in the back. Now you got to tend to the fire, that sacred flame within, and you're getting shit done. You can feed a person and give them relief from their hunger, spiritual hunger, for that one meal. Or you can teach them how to gather food and cook the meal, and you've empowered them to never go hungry again. Okay. So this is what your soul is doing to you. Right now, you're not being punished. You are being taught how to forage through the forest of life, gather the things that will provide your soul sustenance, how to prepare that shit, like choppity chop, 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 make it gourmet. Just make it gourmet. I love food. The topic of food really just makes me, which okay. I brought this up with me because I was like, no one else is going to eat you. I'm in a house full of males. You belong in a female's belly. Let me just put the cookies down. Food makes me happy. I think I've made my point. Card number 20. Softly, softly, the tender touch. Cancer. You have the pinchers, right? You have these pinchers that you, for the most part, don't really use on anyone else. For the most part, there are some cancers that love to pinch the shit out of other people. But for the most part, the balanced cancers, you don't like to pinch anyone else, but you love to pinch yourself because I don't know why we do this shit. I don't know why. I don't know. You have to stop attacking yourself, please. Stop attacking yourself. No more of it. Stop talking badly to yourself, thinking no one else can hear. I can hear it. I absolutely can hear it. Stop talking badly to yourself. You need to allow yourself to grow. Have real conversations with yourself, okay? Notice this energy coming from her high heart. It's mirroring that blossoming in her crown. All right? This is your high heart activating. It's the high heart chakra that oh, helps us to access higher levels of compassion. Now, people like to say, like, if they, snap at someone else, they're just like, oh, that wasn't compassionate. I should know better. And I like to ask these people, 77% at 7:27 a.m. I just have to get that out there. Oh, we have 27 watchers. 22 minutes and 22 seconds. Okay. Focus. So some people like to say when they've had enough and then they snap at someone, they like to say, oh, that wasn't compassionate. I should have known better. But what I like to ask them is, compassionate for whom? Do you think it's fair to be compassionate to other people who don't give a shit how their behavior affects you, while you beat yourself up for actually finally speaking your truth? See that? Rising up. Sometimes the most compassionate thing you could do for someone who is like that is actually speak up. Say something. Hey, bro, you're an asshole. That's that. I just have to get that out. Because that's you loving them enough to let them know your behavior is unacceptable. I will not accept this type of abusive behavior. And no one else has loved you enough to tell you this. Instead, they cut you out and they don't give you a chance to learn. But I'm going to love you enough to help you to learn this. Your behavior is shit and it's not going to be tolerated. I'm just saying, sometimes that's the most compassionate thing. And maybe you need to be a little bit more compassionate with yourself and recognize this form of firm compassion is what's necessary for some circumstance. Now, not everyone needs to take this stance, but for some, it might be necessary. Use your discernment to see which circumstance requires this. Now, card number 16, Earth. So, Cancer, you are rebirthing yourself. Okay? You are creating a new life for yourself here on this earth plane. Whatever you had going on before is no longer in alignment with where you're going, what you're becoming, and who you are. You need to be okay with that. You need to be okay with that. And from the feel of it, Some of you are becoming okay with that. Some of you are recognizing, it's time to move on. It could be moving on from a friendship. It could be moving on from toxic family. It could be moving on from a job, from a roommate, from a romantic relationship. But the fact is, movement equals change. Change is the only constant in this life. It's time for you to move yourself out of that cycle of basically self-abuse. That's basically what it comes down to. Okay? Move yourself out of that cycle already. If you're worried about you not having certain individuals with you if you move out of that cycle, you have to accept the fact that if they love you the way they claim they do, they will modify their own selves so that they can continue this journey with you. You don't ask someone to change who they are. You let them know what your needs are, and you love them in such a way that frees them to choose whether they want to continue this journey with you and continue traveling beside you, or move on to someone else who would like to stay stagnant. But you don't shrink yourself. Okay? Don't shrink yourself. Card number 34, Abracadabra. So whenever this card comes up, I love it because it totally reminds me of what Michael had told me a while ago. It's time that you pause and take a moment to remember you don't aim for the stars. You remember that you are made of the stars and choose to rise and take your rightful place among them. I was like, damn, that's deep, Mikey. That's deep. But it's the truth. It's time for you to recognize you're not just aiming for something. You're needing to recognize you are a part of it. You are made of it. You're made of love. You're made of success. You're made of a peaceful energy. Allow yourself to return back to your natural state of being. If you need to let people go, you need to let people go. Oh, you know what? They're both the Sun card. See what I'm saying? They're both the Sun card. Okay. Let us see. Oh, double Sun. I like that. Okay, don't be playing with me. Here it is. So the Sun card. Accomplishment, contentment, success, favorable relationships, love, joy, devotion, achievement. So it ends beautifully for you. This cycle ends beautifully for you. Either the person you love will go ahead and begin taking a good hard look at who they are and seeing what they need to do to rise in frequency, just like you, or they'll fall away and you'll have space cleared for new love to enter. And that love can be in the form of soul family, if it's family that you are needing to kind of part ways with. It could be in the form of new friendships. It could be a new romantic love, a new job, a new living circumstance. Whatever it is, you're clearing space for the new to enter. And that's a beautiful thing. It's a very empowering thing. It creates a lot of opportunity for a happier life. Okay, let's get you guys one of these cards and then a message from your soul. And then I'm going to eat my dang cookies. I'm telling you guys, this is the best cookie ever. I can't eat cookies, but this has no grains. Let me hold on. Yeah, it has no grains. I could do a little bit of eggs. Now, if you're vegetarian, lacto ovo, it has no dairy too. I'm just saying. Let me refocus back onto the live. I got caught up in some cookie gates. Hold on. Get you a card from here. And get you a card from here. The what? Don't shuffle. Okay. I'm told don't shuffle and pull out the 23rd card. That's a whole lot of counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. This better be good. This better be good. All right. It is good. I believe it. I believe it. Card number 17, Her Grace. Look at that. I like that. All right. Card number 17. The goddess is awakening within your life. It may be within your own body, within a sensual deepening of a relationship with your own body or with the body of another, through expanding creativity, a sudden burst of feeling that you cannot logically explain, a desire to move, to dance, to express yourself, to sing, to write music, to draw, to play in nature, to swim, and to collect shells and lay on your back in the moonlight, gazing at the stars. Let her reach you. She's calling to you from ancient times, calling you to allow her more deeply into your life. Celebrate the divine feminine. She's coming to life for you. Whether man or woman, your life is about to be touched by her magic, never to be the same again. This oracle brings you a message. There is a woman who brings divine blessing into your life, who's trying to connect with you more deeply. The blessing may be one that's obvious or one that is hidden in a challenge. The woman may be your own body if you're a female, or your own inner feminine if you're male. It may be a spiritual or physical being, the great mother, your lover, your sister, your dearest friend. It may be a woman as yet unknown to you, but who holds a soul contract with you, an agreement predestined to awaken you. The empowerment will come to you not by rejecting what is offered by this feminine presence, but by embracing it and finding your truth through it. This is exciting because it means you're growing. You are entering into the feminine temples of wisdom and finding a home there. I was born long before our time, and yet my time with you is something new. For you awaken in me a spirit that was longing for release, waiting for your touch. I thought I was safe to stay inside the boundaries and walls I carried with me. You touched all of me, and we walked outside the lines together. So you're definitely not alone in this. You are definitely not alone in this. It's time for you to allow that sacred feminine energy to rise up. Every single one of us has both masculine and feminine energies within us, regardless of your physiological, mental, emotional gender, whatever the hell else type of genders we've created. I know, Pedro, I know. We have both within us, okay, in varying degrees. Allow the feminine aspects of yourself to nurture your wounds. It's time to heal. The feminine within you is one of the most potent healers. Allow her to heal you from the inside out, okay? And this is not because you're broken. This is not because you're flawed. As a matter of fact, I personally believe those of us who are most wounded are those who are most highly calibrated to help others in their self-healing. But before we're able to do that, we have to make sure we heal our parts first, because we don't want to be cross-contaminating with infections and whatever, okay? We don't want to be bleeding all over other people who had nothing to do with the wound. Wow, okay. Your final card. Card number 15, Divine Mother Manifests. Oh, you living in the world of 6 directions. Accept the gloom and accept the bliss, for those seeds buried in the ground will one day grow into fruitful orchards. Cancer, if you feel like you've been buried in darkness, remember that you're a seed. What some may consider being buried, others who see truth will know you're being planted, okay? You're definitely being planted. We share her, this divine mother, you and I. We are her precious children. We are born through her love, and she shares in our losses and our gains, our tragedies and our triumphs. Her hair forms the galaxies, her thoughts become the stars. The sun is her own warmth, and her breath is felt upon this earth, causing the roar of the ocean waves. Her voice is heard in the call of the whales and the trill of the birds. She is all, nurturing life into existence. She is my reaching for you, and she is in your acceptance of my divine hand. She is all, this great lady. Nothing lies outside of her sphere of influence and power, compassion and grace. That includes you and your dreams, great and small, my angel of love. This oracle comes to you via the sacred grace and mercy of the Divine Mother, who is the great manifesting expression of divinity. All that is created, all that is made manifest without exception flows from her being. This is why it's safe to trust in life. Even the most inexplicable mystery and even the darkness that may give rise to fear and judgment within us, it's all part of her unfathomable workings. Perhaps you've caught a sniff of the aromas from the divine kitchen and know the meal is nearly ready and it's delicious. It smells delicious. Or perhaps you've already been a curious and naughty angel. You've poked your head through a door to the divine dining room, only to be captivated by the candlelight dancing in reflection upon gleaming silverware, and the subtle sounds of crystal goblets and finest china being laid upon an exquisite dining table. Or maybe, dearest one, you have absolutely no clue as to what is about to happen. With your thoughts and intentions so often turned to the past or future, you have yet to realize what's coming to life for you at this moment. Perhaps you'll not gain any advance notice. You will instead run smack into the middle of a dinner party hosted in your honor, and perhaps even feel unprepared, wondering if this morning's yoga attire is suitable for such a grand occasion. You're being asked to receive this gift completely and utterly. Whether you feel sufficiently worthy or not, or appropriately and readily attired, it is time, and the bestowal of this gift as it should be. Whether it seems to be in the best form or how it should be according to your opinion or the opinions of others, it is as the Divine Mother has accorded it to be. She has her wild ways, of course, and oftentimes her workings in the world are, to put it mildly, downright unfathomable. Yet somehow all things, all creations, all of life, her every working, serve love. You are one of her creations, and so is the imminent manifestation of your own heart truths. Live it, love it, receive it completely. It's yours and meant to be so. So it's time for you to allow yourself to receive that nurturing and nourishment from the divine feminine within you. Every single one of us comes from divinity. We all have a spark of divinity. And if we want to really analyze divinity, it's not just a he, okay? Let's not cripple divinity by limiting it to a he. If all of creation is a reflection, stair-step creation is a reflection of a higher, larger model of being, there's a reason there's a masculine and feminine for every species, okay? So there's a masculine and feminine energy for that creative source. And we embody both within us. Being a spark of that consciousness, we have both within us. A lot of feminine aspects of yourself to begin nurturing and healing the masculine within. Whether you're an actual physiological woman or man, it doesn't matter. Every single last one of us carries the wounds of the masculine. And it's time for us to allow these aspects of ourselves that are reflections of this wounded masculine energy to be nurtured and healed by our feminine side, okay? Allow yourself to recognize where the wounds are. Allow yourself to clear the infection from the wounds. All of that rotting mess of flesh needs to be cleared away, all right? Pretending it's not rotting, pretending it's not as bad as it is, pretending you don't smell a stench from that gangrene that's been forming around your heart does not fix it. One of the most effective ways to heal a wound is to leave it exposed. So allow yourself to expose your deepest wounds, even just silently to yourself. This silent recognition of what needs to be addressed is a massive step forward in your healing. So allow it. Accept what's going on. Okay? Just accept what's going on. This doesn't mean you're powerless. This means with your acceptance, you can now begin taking the steps necessary to consciously cultivate your environment. consciously create the life that you do want instead of just wallowing in a puddle of tears over the life that you have, a life that's not worthy of the greatness that you are. Okay, Cancer? I'm going to go ahead and leave this at what I said. I'm going to be doing next Gemini. We're doing Gemini next. So give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, turn on that notification bell, and join me when I'm live. All right, guys. All right, guys. All right, guys. Bye.